Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Please chant everybody. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga, Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga, Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Jayo Sachinandana Jayo Sachinandana Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jayo Sachinandana Jayo Sachinandana Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Bolo bolo. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Does it look like I have kajal? You missed that. If I had kajal here, would I put kajal here? Sorry, I think I have What do you think?
Actually, I don't think so.
So what is he going to do? You just speak something?
Yeah. And then after Aarti, we start the queue. 8:35.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They can put it up on a. They can put it up on a board. Hari Hari bi fala janama goinu Manushya janama paya Radha Krishna bhajiya Janiya suniya visha kai nenu Janiya suniya visha kai nenu Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Golokera Premadana, Harinama Sankirtana. Golokera Premadana, Harinama Sankirtana. Ratina Janmi Lokeneta Ratina Janmi Lokeneta Samsara Vishanale Ibanisi Ajwale Judaite na koinu upai Vajendra je sachi suta hoilo se Balarama hoilo nita Balarama hoilo nita Hina jada chilo harinama udarilo Hina jada chilo hariname udarilo Tada Shakshi Jagai Madai Tada Shakshi Jagai Madai Aha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vishabhanu Sutta Juta Aha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vishabhanu Juta Juta Koruna Koro Eibaro Koruna Koro Eibaro Narottama Dasa koi nate hilo ranga pai Narottama Dasa koi nate hilo ranga pai Tuma bina ke ache amara Mabina ke ache amara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Aha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vishabhanu Sutta Juta Aha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vishabhanu Sutta Juta Koruna Koro Ebaro Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Narottama dase koi nate hilo ranga pai Narottama dasa koi nate hilo ranga pai Toma bina ke achi amara Toma bina ke achi amara Narottama dasa koi nate hilo ranga pai Narottama dasa koi nate hilo ranga pai Toma bina ki achi amara Toma bina ki achi amara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare Bola Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vishabhanu Sutta Juta Prabhu Nanda Sutta Juta Vishabhanu Sutta Juta Koruna Koro Eibaro Koruna Koro Eibaro Narottama dasa koi nate hilo ranga boy Narottama dasa koi na tehi goranga pae. Toma bina kiya chi amara. Toma bina kiya chi amara. Narottama dasa koi na tehi goranga pae. Narottama dasa koi na tehi goranga pae. Toma bina kiya chi amara. Toma bina kiya chi amara. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Tagore Hari Bol. O Lord Hari, I have spent my life uselessly, having obtained a human birth and having not worshipped Radha and Krishna. I have knowingly drunk poison. The treasure of divine love in Goloka Vrindavana has descended as the congregational chanting of Lord Hari's holy names. Why did my attraction for that chanting never come about? Day and night my heart burns from the fire of the poison of worldliness, and I have not taken the means to relieve it. Lord Krishna, who is the son of the king of Raja, became the son of Sachi, Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram became Nitai. The holy name delivered all those souls who were lowly and wretched. The two sinners, Jagai and Madai, are evidence of this. O Lord Krishna, son of Nanda, accompanied by the daughter of Vrishabhanu, please be merciful to me now. Narottam Dasa says, O Lord, please do not push me away from your reddish lotus feet, for who is my beloved except for you? Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So tonight we are assembled here out of great respect and love for a very special person. And this is an opportunity to understand how, by Krishna consciousness, one can be elevated very, very dramatically to a position of great respect and an object of great love simply by devotional service. So we have amongst us a person who is of the caliber of the servants of the servants of the servants of the servants of Krishna. Gopi Bhartar, Bhajakamalayur, Dasa Dasa, Dasanu Dasa. So, Shrimati when we are able to, Shrimati Rasavati Devi Dasi fits that example. Dasa Dasa Dasanu Dasa, servant of the servant of the servant of the damsels of Vrindavana who are serving Krishna. And one does not have to be Superman or Superwoman. One simply has to be a humble devotee of Krishna and steady in their service. Steady in service is the sign of spiritual advancement, because it means one is acting out of duty, which eventually becomes love. Duty that eventually becomes love. That's the theme of Krishna consciousness. So at first we do things dutifully out of respect for Guru, out of respect for Krishna, and out of respect for devotees who have dedicated their lives. But later on, it becomes affection and love. And that is shown by steadiness. Steadiness means there might be hurricanes, there might be floods, there might be earthquakes, there might be famine, there might be poverty, whatever. Still, service continues. And we should be very happy to see a person who attains that level of commitment. Or as they say in English, come hell or high water, service will continue. And that certainly fits the example of Rasavati. So there's a very beautiful bhajan called Kabe Habe Bolo from Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Saranagati. And it says, please tell me, when will that day be mine, when my offenses will end and the power of divine grace will infuse my heart with the taste for the pure holy name? So when we chant Hare Krishna, of course, we should not commit any of the 10 offenses against the holy name. But even if we're unfortunate enough to do that, still we shouldn't give up chanting. Just like one time, there was a very senior devotee, but he left Krishna consciousness. So one day I met him. He was actually a very dear friend of mine. And I said, Prabhu, how are you? He said, oh, I'm doing great. I said, are you chanting? He said, yeah. I said, really? You chant 16 rounds? He said, no, I don't chant 16 rounds. I chant once a year on New Year's Eve, right around 12 o'clock, but I chant sincerely. I don't chant like you guys. I don't do like that mechanical chanting. I chant once sincerely a year. Well, you know, he's a very great, forceful speaker, so I didn't want to argue with him. But that is not what Prabhupada taught us, nor is that what Lord Chaitanya taught us. What is the remedy for offensive chanting? Continue to chant, but become conscious of the offenses, and gradually you will stop. and stay in the association of genuine devotees. See? So this person didn't do that. He left the association of devotees, starting hanging out with bogus miracle men, so-called gurus. Everything gets watered down to once a year at 12 o'clock on New Year's Eve. Right? So, but in his own mind, he rationalized that he was chanting sincerely. Well, maybe, I don't know. But the sign of sincerity, as we said, is steady devotional service, regardless of what the material conditions are. That's the sign of real dedication. And so here it says that when my offenses will end, and the power of divine grace will infuse my heart with a taste for the pure holy name. So here's the secret right here, right in this first line. Aparada guchi sudaname ruchi kripa bale habe hirdoye sanchar. When my offenses will end, and the power of divine grace will infuse my heart with the taste for the pure holy name. That's Sudanam Ruchi. Taste for the pure holy name. But the condition is that our offenses should end. So the offenses will end if we associate with good devotees who are sincere about steady devotional service and who are chanting and following rules and regulations. And then thinking myself lower than a blade of grass, bringing forbearance into my heart. Forbearance means being able to endure difficult situations, not complaining about them, just going forward in spite of those difficult situations. Respecting all and freed of false pride. When will I taste the essence of the liquid nectar of the holy name? So the holy name is nectar, it's liquid nectar. But one must become free of false ego and false pride, respecting all, and being able to endure even very difficult situations and not be shaken by it. Then gradually one tastes the essence of the liquid nectar of the holy name. Because this liquid nectar is so good, the test before we can taste it is very difficult. Whenever there's something wonderful, reaching it is very difficult. There's going to be difficulty. But Krishna makes it easy for the sincere and honest devotee. Neither wealth, nor followers, nor beautiful women described in worldly poetry. None of these bodily pleasures do I covet. O Lord Gaurahari, please give me causeless devotion to your lotus feet, birth after birth. So all over the world you have these sonnets, poetry of love, or poetry of unrequited love, such as ghazals in India. You know, ghazals are full of pathos and nostalgia and pain. So all that type of poetry, you know, people sometimes they hear these sad stories and they cry, right? It's all a bunch of nonsense, all false bravado and not sincere. The real thing is not being attached to any of the worldly so-called attractions, and just be taking pleasure out of chanting and doing service and spreading the glories of Krishna and prasadam. So neither wealth, nor followers, nor beautiful women described in worldly poetry, none of these bodily pleasures do I covet. O Lord Gaurahari, please give me causeless devotion to your lotus feet, birth after birth. When, as I chant the divine name of Sri Krishna, will my body thrill with ecstasy and my words choke up? When will pallor and trembling occur? And when will my eyes pour forth endless streams of tears? This is a description of what happens when one begins to chant purely. One feels tremendous waves of emotions welling up in their heart of love for Krishna and Krishna's pure devotees, Srila Prabhupada, and all devotees that have helped us on the path of devotional service. We feel how fortunate we are, and we feel very humbled, and all those emotions well up, and tears flow from our eyes like torrents of rain. Out of gratitude, out of a feeling of genuine gratitude for the mercy that we've received. Otherwise, where would we be without Krishna consciousness? We'd be a prisoner in some big house or some apartment, or doing the same thing every day, all boring, and no real nectar, no real love. Just like husband and wife go through so much trouble, they get married, the wife gets pregnant, goes through so much trouble having the child and raising the child. And eventually, the child grows up, gets married, goes away, and all of a sudden you're alone in the house. What's the use of having a big house if you're alone? Before, you can remember, oh, the kids were running around, we were doing this, we had Diwali, we had Christmas, all these. Now it's empty. And then one by one you see people that you love, uncles and aunties, father and mother, grandmother, grandfather, dying one by one. It's just like you're on the battlefield and you're shooting like this, all of a sudden your friend next door, the person that had been going through training and you're like brothers, right? All of a sudden, boom, he gets hit in the head with a bullet and he's dead. And you look over there, he's dead, right? So in the same way, one by one, all the relatives, all the people, they die one by one. And as you get older, you go to more and more funerals. And the children have left. And all of a sudden you say, wait a minute, what happened? I didn't think this would happen. But it did happen, right? And now, what's the meaning of life after all this? So it's a very, very somber and, in many ways, sobering thing. It's going to happen to everybody. And imagine if you don't have Krishna, how devastating it is. This is the story of life, material life, miserable life, Just like there's a man that died recently, a famous singer in England, George Michael. No. George Michael. He died recently. George Michael, extremely famous singer. I mean, I never heard of him, but he sold over 100 million albums of his useless songs. And he's also, a homosexual. And there's a description of his last months of life. In the last months of life, he had parties every night, drunken parties, and all kinds of illicit things going on. And then he dies. Right? What is the use of a life like that? All full of nonsense. And what was he thinking about at the moment of death? So we don't want to be in a situation like that. And we don't want other people to be in a situation like that. Therefore, unless we sober up about become very sober about what the real meaning of life is. The real meaning of life, as Lord Chaitanya said, Pritivite achayata nagara digrama, sarvatma prachur haibe moranama. That this holy name will be spread to every town and village, and all living entities, not only human beings, all living entities, will hear the holy name. and benefit from it. So isn't that a worthy thing? It's the most worthy thing. That's what we should dedicate ourselves to. Not like the George Michaels, having one party after another and then dying in your own vomit. He died alone. I think he threw up and he choked to death in a drunken stupor. And many people die like that in horrible situations. So, when I chant the divine name of Sri Krishna, will my body thrill with ecstasy and my words choke up? When will pallor and trembling occur, and when will my eyes pour forth endless streams of tears? When will I run about on the Ganges bank in Navadvip, guilelessly calling out, Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, dancing and singing like a madman, giving up all mundane considerations? When will Lord Nityananda show me mercy and release me from the illusion of materialism? When will he give me the shade of his lotus feet and let me enter the marketplace of the holy name? I shall buy or steal the mellows of the holy name of Hari, and after becoming intoxicated with those mellows, I shall become stunned by touching the lotus feet of the great souls who relish those mellows. I shall constantly drown in the sweet nectar of the name. When will compassion for all fallen souls awaken within this bhakti vinod? And when will he thus forget his own happiness and with a meek heart set out to propagate by humble entreaty the sacred order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So we should meditate on this message every day. This is actually the purpose of life. Kabhi habe bolo. It is a sincere statement of reality that the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's a sacred order he's given that everyone, Bharat Bhumi te hailakan manushya janmayar janma sartak karikara para upakar, especially anyone born in Bharat, in India, it is that this sacred order is given by Lord Chaitanya to everyone born in Bharat, that they should take up the mantle of Krishna consciousness seriously and spread it. And as he says here, when will he thus forget his own happiness and with a meek heart set out to propagate by humble entreaty the sacred order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? That we should fix in our heart. And to do that Sankirtan, it requires a whole organization. It requires the pujaris, the cooks, the cleaners, the chanters, the book distributors, the book printers, everything. It requires a huge organization to have a mass movement of Sankirtan. And that's what should be our goal. Our goal should be to build up a massive organization for spreading the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And each piece in that puzzle of that organization is important. So there's a saying that the army marches forward on its stomach, which means if you ever read the history of war, Napoleon was able to invade Russia. That's how powerful he was. He invaded Russia, but he was defeated by the Russian winter. Right? And many of his men died. Hitler invaded Russia, and he also was defeated by the Russian winter. 1 million German men died in Russia. 1 million German men. 20 million Russian men died fighting the Germans. Stalin would throw his men as cannon fodder. He would say, march, They would run right into the machine guns until the Germans ran out of ammunition. At that point, they defeated them. They ran out of food, water, and ammunition. They defeated them. But the Russians lost 20 million men doing that. See? So all that is useless labor. It doesn't lead to anything positive, right? And have the wars stopped? It's like, after World War I, they said this was the war of all wars. There'll never be another war. But 20 years later, there was another war, even worse than the war of all wars. See? And there's never been any stop to these wars because people cannot control lust, anger, and greed. Krishna consciousness is the only way to actually control it. But it has to be practiced sincerely. So, I've known Rasavati Dasi now, Srimati Rasavati Dasi, like how many years? Like 12 years has it been, Prabhu? You've been here in Seattle? How many years you been in Seattle? Huh? 16, yeah, 16 years. I've never seen her, let's say, lose the enthusiasm to serve. All 16 years she's been serving selflessly. That's a great, great testament of her love for her Guru, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and for Srila Prabhupada. So we should be very, very, we're honored to have such a person here with such dedication and determination to continue devotional service. There's always some tragedy or difficulty in everyone's life. But in spite of that, one can rise above that, not become a victim of that, by being dedicated to Guru and Krishna. I know many people whose lives have been ruined by some misfortune, and they've never been able to forget it, and they've never been able to get over it. I saw my own father like that. And because of that, he always lived with pain in his heart, and he died miserably. But through Krishna consciousness, especially dedicated to Guru and Krishna, you can overcome that self-victimization, that self-pity, that self-torture. Oh, this happened to me. I can never forget it. I can't forgive God. He did this to me, blah, blah, blah. That type of self-victimization gets you nowhere. But people can't rise above it unless they have the love and help of Guru and Krishna and devotees. So, as a family, as a spiritual family, we have a bond that's much stronger than a blood bond. Blood bond, some people think it's really important, but they're easily broken. A spiritual bond with genuine devotees is very difficult to break. The only thing that can break it is enviousness, envious nature. But if we overcome the envious nature through associating on the basis of Shravanam and Kirtanam, hearing and chanting regularly, hearing Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and chanting Hare Krishna. Just like now, every week, Saturday morning, we have intensive chanting in the temple for 2 hours. We do 108 parikrams, and we chant Hare Krishna. You do 108 parikrams, you chant 16 to 18 rounds without falling asleep. Yeah. This intensive chanting and this reverent kirtan is very important. Reverent kirtan means you chant, forget everything else, you just chant. Don't even think, Krishna, I need this, I need that. No, that's not chanting. Please, Krishna, I'm chanting for your pleasure. Please accept my chanting and help me to help others become Krishna conscious. So then you're reverently chanting without any material desire. So This prayer today, Kabe Habe Bolo, from Saranagati of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, should be our theme song for 2017. Think about it. Read it every day. Look at what Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying. Try to imbibe this. Let it become part of your matrix, conscious matrix. This song embodies all the profound thoughts of pure devotees, especially the last stanza. It says, "When will compassion for all fallen souls awaken within this Bhakti Vinoda, and when will he thus forget his own happiness and with a meek heart set out to propagate by humble entreaty the sacred order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?" So this is exactly what he did. He went door to door, all over Navadvip, all over Calcutta, and begged 1 rupee from every gentleman. And he established the Yoga Pit, the place where Lord Chaitanya appeared 500 years ago. He went. He was a magistrate. He was the head of the Jagannath. A magistrate was the highest position that Indian could reach in the colonial empire of England, British Empire. And Hare Krishna. He was the head of the Jagannath Puri temple. He wrote over 100 books. So many things he did. But when, with a meek heart, will I set out to propagate by humble entreaty, in other words, humbly beseeching people, the sacred order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please, sir, you're a very intelligent, you're a very prominent person. Please forget everything, all the nonsense that you've learned, and take to this holy name. Take this holy name. So that should be our theme for this year. And now some of our ladies have taken up going door to door in Bellevue, and now they're going to begin in Sammamish. So we have Bellevue, Kirkland, Renton, Sammamish, Redmond, Federal Way, Auburn, West Seattle, and North Seattle, and Everett. Well, you have, 5 million people just in the Seattle area that we can go up with humble entreaty and give them the sacred order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. So this should be our theme. And the person who's going to feed you the prasadams so that you can have the energy to do this is Srimati Rasavati Devidasi. So you say, she knows what she's doing. She's feeding us prasadam every day, before we go and when we come back from Sankirtan. So we should all thank her, give her our humble obeisances for being here. She's like our mother, our Mata, and she's real Mataji. So we should thank her very much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Prabhupada. So, out of love and appreciation for her, there's so many nice cakes here. And let's celebrate her birthday now. If she keeps going like this, we'll change it to her appearance day. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Wow, look at it, how beautiful these cakes are. Okay. So, Morley, you want to say something to Rasavati? Say something. Say happy birthday. Something. Say happy birthday. Go ahead, say happy birthday. Yeah, go ahead. Say no.
Brother, you
no.
said you Murli, you said you loved Rasavati Machi so much. You said you loved
All right, say something to Rasavati.
I don't know. I don't know.
You want to say something? Go ahead.
Okay. Rasavati Machi, we just want to thank you that for the amount of love you put in the food that you make, and we just want to thank you for that.
Hare Krishna Mataji, happy Krishna conscious birthday. I love the food you make always, and
Quiet.
I love like I saw the pictures and I showed my dad and like the old pictures, and I love the decorations on the deities you made, like all the designs.
Haribol. Anyone else want to say something? Don't garble your words. Speak clearly. Go ahead. Hold the microphone close to your mouth.
Hare Krishna Maji, happy Krishna conscious birthday. So today I like to say one thing that I'm really grateful for to you. You always make the best food ever, so I end up always taking up a lot of food.
Quiet. Shh. No more chicken speaking here. Go ahead. Hold it closer to your mouth.
So Machi always makes the best food ever, so usually I end up taking a lot of food, so then that's like when Machi, her food's really delicious.
Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, happy Krishna conscious birthday. I really appreciate the hard work and effort you put in to cook food for the deities, and that we're so lucky to have yummy prasadam made by you, and the decoration for the deities is really beautiful every day.
Anybody else?
Thank you, Mataji, so much. Like, you're so inspiring. Everything you do, even though you're in the kitchen all the time cooking, like you still like help me learn Hindi. You're still like you're so inspiring. We're so fortunate to have you here at the temple. You can do everything. Like Mataji was telling me that you showed her how to decorate the cakes at first, and like you do everything. Thank you, Mataji, so much. Happy Krishna conscious birthday.
Don't put your finger in your mouth. Put your finger in it. Anybody else want to say anything? Come on. Okay, Marley, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, happy Krishna conscious birthday. You always nurture all of us like a mother by feeding us very nice prasadam, and that makes us to motivate to come every day. So thank you so much for all your efforts.
Hare Krishna Mataji, wish you a very happy Krishna conscious birthday. Mataji, thank you so much. I've been coming here from 2005, and I remember actually our old temple, like how much you used to actually do prasadam, like without continuously you used to do for all the festivals. And whenever actually whenever we didn't cook at home, I used to actually come to the temple and then used to keep me prasadam before I got married. And thank you so much, Mataji, for everything. We can never repay what you have done. And thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
She makes food so people get attracted, like they come to the temple all the time.
Anybody?
Yeah, I can say something. Hare Krishna. So normally people praise Rasavati Mataji for the food that she prepares, but there are other details that most people don't know. She has very high standard of devotional practices, and she has now cut down to eating only once a day, so which is a very good thing to do, because as we mature in our Krishna consciousness, we should realize that we are not the body but we are the soul. Not like eating 3-4 times a day and just perpetuating that process of bodily existence. And she's very strict in some of her sadhana with regards to whether it's chanting or hearing lectures. She's always listening to various lectures that we should also hear and progress in our own lives. And also she has a vision, right? I mean, she carries on Harulas Prabhu's vision with regards to, oh, there is something happening this weekend, so how do we plan for it? So she thinks ahead, a week, 2 weeks at a time, about all the upcoming events. And we should all learn from that. It's not like we should have a short-sighted vision of, okay, I just had prasadam, I chanted my rounds, so that's done. No, that's not done. Krishna consciousness is all about thinking ahead and taking the movement forward. So it's not just about a short-sighted mentality. So those are the superlative qualities that she has imbibed. And she has learnt quite a bit from Harulas Prabhu. So Harulas Prabhu is a great planner, and she is learning quite a bit from that planning skill actually. And Harulas Prabhu learnt a lot of these things from Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was the greatest planner on the planet. Without spending any money, he was able to do many miracles around the world. He started 108 temples, and now we are up to 700 temples around the world. And that keeps going. So normally it is very easy to just glorify somebody and then go home and take rest. That is not the goal we should have. We should have a bigger goal. Why are these people like Harulas Prabhu here and Rasavati Mataji working so hard? Anybody know why? Not just Krishna. Krishna, yeah, they are following the order of the Guru. So most of us are getting initiated. No? Quite a few people, about 60 people in this room are initiated. But are we following the same principle of pleasing the Guru, right? I mean, this is like 24/7 activity. I was just reading something in Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto the other day. Srila Prabhupada doesn't say it's a 2-hour a day activity. He says 24 hours a day. So you sleep for 4 to 6 hours so that your body becomes strong so that you can preach more. So that is the standard Prabhupada has. If you don't believe me, go and read the 5th canto. There Srila Prabhupada says 24-hour activity. It's not a 2-hour activity. I chanted my rounds, now throw the japmala as far away as possible. No, that should not be our goal. Yeah? So in this occasion, Rasavati Mataji, we pray for your continued spiritual success, and we seek your blessing and ask for forgiveness for the offenses committed at your feet and at Harulas Prabhu's feet and all the acharyas and so on. Thank you very much.
Rasavati Mataji makes a lot of yummy food, and she makes the deities beautiful.
Next, anybody want? They want to sing actually.
Mataji wants to say something. Please come this way. After Prabhu, walk towards here.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I wish you many happy returns of the day. As we know, Balram Lila Prabhu recently left to India. So before he left to India, he shared something with Rasavati Mataji. He came to her and started crying, saying that Mataji, in anybody's life, one may eat the food from their mother's hand the most. But he was not so fortunate. But he stayed in Seattle for so long that Rasavati Mataji is the one who made, or the prasadam that he ate is the most from Rasavati Mataji's hand. So what that means is that if we consider temple as our second home, in fact Harilas Prabhu wants everybody to consider temple as the first home. but if we consider temple as a second home, for in all our lives, Rasavati Mataji is second mother for all of us actually. I can very frankly tell, whenever the lethargy dominates that, okay, we don't want to cook, or your other partner says that today I'm in no mood to cook prasadam, or there are circumstances like whether you work late, both of us are working, or some situations like you travel or you go fun, you always rely, okay, you can come back, no worry about prasadam, because you can always come to the temple and you will find prasadam, okay. There are many situations at home when we are hungry and prasadam is not ready. But you will never find that happening in the temple. It's always sharp at 7 o'clock or Sunday feast, you will find the prasadam is always ready. And we know it all happens in the background, and the main credit goes to Rasavati Mataji. Think of the situations, times, whether it's a Janmashtami or Gaur Purnima or Anand Mela, or in fact large catering, Mataji continuously works. Even she is fasting and she is continuously in front of the flame. Prabhupada always sometimes mentions that working in a summer is always a tough time, because the kind of the cooking appliance that we have, it's all commercial grade actually, because it emits so much of heat, and she has to cook all day long for Janmashtami and all these festivals. And Mataji, even we see how Anand Mela or Rath Yatra having a success by distributing so much of prasadam, but Mataji never comes there even for a minute to see, hey, what's really happening there. But she is so much dedicated in her service that she never even think, hey, I should come and have some fun during these festivals actually. And what I have seen is that she does a lot of work in the background, whether it's making masala or making a Mangalarti Bhoga or making curd, flowers. Prabhu, I have very limited knowledge about Mataji, so I cannot count all of them. So you never see her complaining, hey, I did so much of service, whether whether her material situations is motivating or uplifting, whether spiritually or materially. You can never see her complaining on anything actually. She's the real example of how we should collaborate. And that's what Prabhupada said. You can express love towards me by cooperating with each other. And she is the one you can never see complaining about anyone any time actually. She is always so much dedicated. She is a soul completely surrendered to Guru and Gauranga. And she is so much dedicated for propagating the Srila Prabhupada's movement. Thank you, Mataji. We cannot imagine Seattle congregation without you. It will be like Krishna's pastime without imagining Mother Yashoda here. Thank you, Mataji. Please bless us. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Say again, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Say it.
Happy birthday, Mataji.
Happy birthday, Mataji.
Happy birthday, Mataji.
Okay, you said it.
Hari Bol Mataji. I'm fortunate to know you for past 6 years, and I was so lucky the school moved in here so that I could get your association. That
You stay here, sing the song.
you were always Mataji, you were always calm and content. The same feeling that you have, it's not like we always run around hurry burry or what is going on around the world, fully caught up with the world. And I'm not sure how can you have the balance to so calm mind all the time, no matter in the early morning or midnight. That is something that we all should learn from you. Always keeping your smile and welcoming us. So I'm really, really grateful to be part of this temple and get to know you, Mataji. Through God, Krishna's blessing, I want you to have a very blissful years ahead of time. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Haribo! 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 Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So I'm not that good devotees and speaking like everybody, but I thought of Mataji's 16th year in this Seattle, so I just want to glorify us 16 qualities of Mataji's. So I just want she's a good devotee. She's Radharani's special servant and special best cook in preparing bhoga for Krishna. She is a favorite deity dresser in dressing the deities, and she is a very special Laddu Gopal favorite. And she is surrendered to Guru and Prabhupada in Krishna's service, and she is the best flower decorator when any festival comes up, and even not on daily basis on garland making. And she is a kids lover. I see so many times kids come directly to Mataji and say, smile and talk each other. And she is very good planner. I see the planning when any festival comes, how she handles all the stuff in beforehand. And I never seen the many managers in a special office could do that. And she's humble. After being with so many years in Krishna consciousness, being like humble, it's very tough. It's really great. She's a great devotee and she's tolerant like a grass. I know so many cases Mataji's gone through, but still she's maintaining that tolerance. That is really amazing, and it's inspiring me to be like that. And she's a motivate to all the devotees. She's very enthusiastic in service and always keep a smile in her face, and never seen any other face. Whoever comes, talk first, smile comes. That is the only devotee, attracting devotee and inviting a devotee in any ways. This is one of the best quality in devotees, the smiley and keeping a smiling face. And especially, and she is a strict in sadhana. So whenever I cook with her, she always says that, I heard this story, I heard this lecture, I heard this. So somehow, at least once in a while, every Sunday, when I cook, she give me some point, what she had. That's really helped me a lot. And very paka in time sense. She always scold me because I'm not coming in time, but she's in time. And quick learner. And finally, she appreciates all the small endeavors, whatever who devotees, to encourage all the devotees to continue their Krishna consciousness in everywhere. Thank you very much, Mataji. And And finally, she's my Siksha Guru also. So I can't forget her and how much I can learn from her. Thank you very much, Mataji. And also, please give me more mercy every day as I do my mistakes, so that I can learn and be continuing Krishna's service. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Mataji. Happy birthday. On this occasion, I'd like to remind, I'd like to talk two things that I often get reminded by. One incident, this occurred a long time ago. I was entering the kitchen, as usual I do, and Rasavati Mataji just saw me and said, Kumar, you should live 100 years. And then I said, no, Mataji, I don't want that much. And then immediately she shot back saying that, what are you going to do after that? You're going to do service only, so do that one. So that kind of stuck in my mind, and it is actually all the nectar of devotion just compressed into one sentence, and that totally changed my life and outlook of the temple. And second thing, whenever I'm spiritually really down and out, oftentimes I go to Rasavati Mataji, and that she cheers me up. She gives me proper advice on what are the things to do and how to come up spiritually. So anytime I'm spiritually down, I go to Rasavati Mataji, and I thank her for that. And the last thing that I get reminded often is Harivilas Prabhu's one time Rasavati Mataji's birthday, and the last point Harivilas Prabhu was talking was Rasavati Mataji cooks for Krishna and Radha Rani, and may her continue her service even after she goes back to Godhead. Cook for Radha and Krishna. I remember that often, and I pray for that one. Thank you, Lord, for all the suggestions, Mataji.
Haribol.
Hindi.
I'll be translating.
हम माता जी आपके लिए जितना कहें उतना कम है। तो आप बना के सर्विस करते हो और जस्ट कंसिडर कि हम खा के सर्विस करते हैं। सो इन द इवेंट आज व्हाट्सएप पे देखा कि सब जने बना रहे हैं, आज हम ये बना के लाएंगे, आज हम ये बना के लाएंगे। इट वाज द होल डे, शाम का इंतज़ार करते करते हो गया कि खाएंगे कब, वो सर्विस भी देनी है। एवरीथिंग फॉर वेरी गुड माता जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
Kids would like to sing this. Okay. Good. So, kids are going to sing a song which is a kirtan, which is Mataji's favorite. So you can also sing along with them.
Nadiya Godru mein Nityananda Mahajan Patiya Chenam Hate Jivela Karan Shadavan Jane Prabhu Agyai Bhai Magiye Parishka Bolo Krishna Bhajo Krishna Koro Krishna Sikha Aparadha Sunya Hoy Laha Krishna Rama Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dana Prana Shadara Koro Jadiyana Char Jive Doya Krishna Nama Sarva Dharma Sar Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Okay, so I think Murli is getting impatient to eat the cakes. So I think we have to move forward here. Rasavati, want to say anything?
Guys. Thank you, Prabhu. I want to share some things that became a blessing. So I came in 2001 and maybe end of 2002. So there was one devotee, Bengali devotee, Manu Krishna Prabhu. I don't know if you remember, Manu Krishna Prabhu was here. So he used to do puja. So he went out for puja and then he had to come back in a bus. So he sat down in a wrong bus and he went somewhere else. So then he called Harivilas Prabhu, Prabhuji, can you go and cook Sunday feast? So that time he was really busy in the factory. So he called to the temple. So that time I was also very new. So he said that I want to talk to Mataji. So I came on the line and then I said, Prabhu, tell me what service. Said, you have to cook Sunday feast today. So I was like, Sunday feast? Prabhu, I cannot. He said, no, I know you can do it. Just try. So I said, okay, Prabhu. You said try means I will try. So I cooked, and then that time program starts at 6 o'clock. So he came 5 o'clock and then he asked me, you need any help? So I said, no, Prabhu, all done. So he said, okay. So in the evening when Manu Krishna Prabhu came, so I don't know what they talked, but Manu Krishna Prabhu came and called me that Harivilas Prabhu is calling you. So I went. I was really frightened because first time I made, and I had to make 2 sabji, pakora, puri. That time we were making a lot of items. We were less people. So Harivilas Prabhu told in front of Manu Krishna Prabhu that Prabhu, from today onwards, Mataji is going to cook Sunday feast. And Prabhu, 2002 to 2017. So still going on. So I thought your meter of the blessing is same. Prabhu, don't increase it. And I want to share one more thing, that always whenever Harivilas Prabhu talks about me, he have a lot of words. As a handicap, he knows if a parent have a handicapped kid and the doctors tell the kid that your kid cannot talk. But still the parents, when they come in the public, they say, you know what, today my kid said Hari Bol. And then the parents become so happy. Oh, something. And then Harivilas Prabhu is like that. He knows how handicapped I am, what is my level, but still he don't want me to be down. He always glorifies me. He always pushed me in my bad days, in my good days. So I really want to pray today, Prabhu. I don't know how much time I have more. I want to, as I always say that my hands and legs are working, I want to really use it in a right way. And it is all up to you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Well, in my language, we always say, when someone is a very good cook, we say, Ser keret talar, may your hands live forever. So that's not a curse, that's actually a blessing, because people never forget the kindness, and especially the giving of prasad. So that is your special quality. One of these days we'll write a pranam prayer for you. There will be a synonymous name. Rasavati is giver of prasad. Anyway, it's not a question of long life. It's a question of right up to the last moment of life, one will remain a servant to the Lord. And that is the real blessing in life. So we pray that you always remain the sincere servant of Radha and Krishna. Hari Bol. want to say something? Okay. So now we'll light the candles and wish Mataji a very happy birthday. We have the. Go ahead. Okay, so we want to make a wish now for Mataji, for Rasavati Devi Dasi. That is, we wish that she continues to serve her Guru, Tamal Goswami Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. And to do that, we pray that Srimati Radharani bless her to have the strength, the determination, and the affectionate feelings necessary to continue her service in a steady way. And one thing, if you want her to have the strength to continue serving, you have to come and help her. And many of you do help her, but the more the merrier. Devotional service is something where the more people there are sincerely serving, the better it is. So the kitchen, Krishna consciousness is a kitchen religion. We're always cooking. And the more help she has, she's the captain of the ship, and we're all the foot soldiers. So it's a glorious thing to be a foot soldier when the captain is so good. So we should always seek service at her lotus feet to make very nice prasadam for Radha and Krishna. So happy birthday, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna dear Mataji, Hare Krishna to you. Go to Premanande, Hari Bol. Let's have three very enthusiastic Hari Bols for Mataji. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, let's help Mataji. Hare Krishna. Murli, you're getting a little weak here. Come on. Help Murli here. Okay. Jai. Well, now is the best part of the program. We're going to eat the cake. But we give the first piece to Mataji. So let's... Well, we won't get it. Okay, Murli, you're going to feed Rasavati Mataji with this cake. Here, Murli, get that. Go ahead. Okay. There you go. Oh, I just eat one little piece. Go ahead. Haribo! Thank you very, very much for being here tonight and giving encouragement and affectionate feelings for Srimati Rasavati Devi Dasi. So let's go downstairs now and have a nice feast. Hare Krishna. And thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Can you sing the Kavya Habis?
Yeah.
Can you sing?
All right. It's all right. They don't need my picture. They don't need my picture. It's all right. It's all right. Kabe habe mana, kabe habe bolo se amar. Kabe habe bolo se din amar. Aparada guci, sutta namaruci, kabe balo habe hridoye sanchar. Aparada guci, sutta namaruci, kabe bale habe hridoye sanchar. Kabe habe bolo se dinamar. Kabe habe bolo se dinamar. Hina dikka hina kabe nije mani sahisnuta guna hridoye te ani. Sakale mamada apani amani hoye aswadibo namarasa sa. Kabe